What up, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis XLA Alter, welcoming you back to Check This Out, the show where we take a look at whatever deck we want to take a look at, have ourselves a good old time. Today, everybody, I'm going to confess something. I'm so sick of the meta. I am so sick of people playing their decks, going first, stopping the opponent from playing the game. It's not a healthy game state. It's not healthy at all. So today, we're taking a stand against that sort of play, and we're playing ourselves an anti-meta Horus deck, where we're trying to go first and stop our opponent from playing the game. Wait. Okay, don't think about it. Anyway, we're going to be playing ourselves anti-meta Horus, which is mostly your standard fare of anti-meta things like old Jowlin and Palicephalo. We're also combining that with the Horus lineup for a little bit of a plan A, B, switcheroo sort of thing. My opponent won't know what I'm up to until it's far too late. So we got ourselves our deck here today. We're going to be showing it off on good old yugioh Pro. That Wild West Yu-Gi-Oh! Showing off the wombos and the combos, the what do's and the what not do's. And we're going to have ourselves a good old time just trolling the heck out of people, stopping them from playing the game, you know? It's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do today. So if you want the whole deck list, as always, it's at the end of the video, but until then, y'all stay tight. We're going to have some nice little duels here on this show and mess with people. Alrighty, everybody, our first opponent of the day, another card game. Now, like I said, we like to go first with this deck. It's very much a go first sort of thing, and we'll see where this here go. Of course, I'm the master of rock, paper, scissors, so I will be going first. Opening hand is an interesting affair. Let me think about this. Well, we'll start with the Horus lineup, of course, just to, you know, test the waters, see what they've got. They have the Ash Blossom. Annoying, to be certain, but that's fine. Let's start with our boy, Inspector Border. You only summon this guy if we have no other monsters, and he's basically going to lock my opponent out of activating the monster effects. It's pretty neat, dude. There are ways around it, but my opponent's going to have to, you know, build a board in order to do that. So we'll see what he can do. I got my Inspector Border. If you get Morganite too, this is a really nasty combo. You got Palicephalo and Inspector Border. Your opponent can't special summon. They can't make monsters with different types. Therefore, they get no effects. So there you go. My opponent's set with a monster defense. And look! Oh, look at this! It's the King's Sarcophagus. Oh my goodness, it's almost like it didn't matter that you asked me. You silly person. Also, I summoned Palicephalo. Pretty nasty board. We have ourselves the W position. W for winning. That's what we're going to do. Alright, so let's attack whatever this is. It doesn't really matter what it is, unless it's indestructible in battle, which I doubt. I'm sorry, brother. It had to happen, because you are down, son. You down. Flint Cragger, what does this even do? I don't even know what this does. It does nothing, because he can't use his effects anyway. So, that is going to be today's game, guys. It's going to be very quick duels. Unless my opponents are just stubborn about it. They're going to be very quick duels. I'm going to be summoning out all my Palicephalus, my Borders, my Horus boys, and running them over. That's one of the nicer boards we can make. We can make way trollier boards. So that's what we're aiming to do. So let's go ahead with duel number 2. Show off what this deck can do. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. Let's go and do it again. Okay, what do we have here? Interesting hand. Certainly an interesting one. Let's go ahead and ditch D-Shifter and Horus, boy. Get ourselves the Horus line. I have Jowgen. Jowgen's pretty neat. Ooh, Solemn Johnson. Me like you what I see. Alrighty, well, we don't have everything we want, but it's a pretty dang close to it. So we're going to go ahead and ditch a couple Horus monsters. We're going to get 3 in the graveyard. I only need 1 Jowgen for all this. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and get all the Horus boys on the board. You do need to do the summoning before all this, and again, rage quits. Yeah, okay, he saw the Jowgen, he knew what was going to happen. He knew what was going to happen. Listen, it's a troll day, any win counts. Normally, we would cut this out because nothing happened. But you know what? Today, we're just going to say, hey, that's a win. Because that's what Troll Deck's all about. It's just a win is a win. And yeah, you saw the Jowgen. But basically, I was going to make my rank 8, number 38. That was going to stop my opponent from attacking Jowgen, negate his first spell. I had Solemn Judgment in case of imperms. There was nothing this guy was going to be able to do. So, there you go for duel number 2. Let's keep going. Keep going. Let's try to get 10 wins today. That would be hilarious. Let's go for 10 wins. Alrighty, third opponent, the fighting third. So we're going to go into it. Let's see what we got. I didn't get to pick. Come on, goes. Oh, okay. He's going to go for. That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead. Go first. See if I care. I have a hand. That's all I need. Alright, so we have a pretty dang busted hand. I have evenly matched. I have a solemn. I have my trap. If you're wondering why we're... Ooh, cool. Very cool to see Uru. Spider video review thing coming soon. As soon as we're back from vacation, we're going to be finishing that up. But yeah, we're up against Earthbound Immortals, which is pretty neat, I suppose. I have evenly matched those, so I can like force him to banish everything but one card. And if he gets rid of the field spell, pretty sure he just dies, because if it that for Earthbound Immortals, that's like a thing. So we'll see him. I've got Jowgen too. I've got Card of Demise. He's got Harmonic Synchro Fusion, which is pretty dang nasty. I remember that was some Synchro and Fuse all at the same time. It's kind of like that new Double Fusion, but it gets you a Synchro instead. Let's see. Monster Special Summon for the opponent's extra deck does a thing. Summon Earthbound from the grave in defense mode. Cannot summon except for Fusion Synchros. This guy's destroyed. It does a thing. Cool. Cool. Uh-huh. I mean, he certainly summoned quite a few things. That is for certain. And he got the monkey back. And that's going to get him another monster. Which will be this guy. And this guy is summoned. He gets you another card back. Pretty impressive. That's my little clap for you, sir. Little tiny clap. Enter battle phase. What say you now? Enter the battle phase. You know what's coming. You know what I'm about to do with this. You know what I'm about to do. Indeed. Alright. Evenly matched. Banish all but one card you control. That's what it does. Alrighty. So, what is he going to keep? Okay, he's going to use this thing. During the battle phase, fusion summon an Earthbound Fusion monster. Okay, but that doesn't stop this. That just means you get this. What does this do again? Monster opponent's possession destroyed. This card leaves the field because of opponent's card summon an Earthbound Immortal from the correct deck. Huh, that is pretty nasty. That is true. What am I going to do about that? That is a very hard card to out. I don't know if I have a card that can stop that. Oh, wait, I have this guy. Jowgen the Spiritualist. Discard a card, blow up all the special summons. No special summons allowed. Very nice. Ooh, hello. Hello, Time Terry Morganite. I would love to draw more cards. Thank you. I love that. Alrighty. That's what we're all about, the troll, folks. And you know what? I'm not opposed to hitting my opponent with an evenly matched. Let's see. That's going to negate me and let him special summon. I don't want to negate that, but I will. I'd rather get rid of other stuff, but whatever. Let's see. Have your opponent's life points. I don't need life points. Life points are for nerds. So this is going to do nothing for him because he can't special summon. What? Oh, I still got negated. Okay, that is a little troublesome. I guess I should try to interrupt this then. I can't believe he negated me either way. Gosh dang it. I guess that's what I get for having too much fun. Alright, so he'll get himself one of his Earthbound cards. He will get another prison. But Nintis is going to pop all of his monsters. So is Jowgen just negated forever? No, it's just while he's out. Oh, the sorrow. Oh, the pain. I should probably put one of these in defense mode just in case. Those things are pretty small. Yeah, let's put one of these in defense and be cautious about it. I summon not one priestly dude, 2 priestly dude. That's what you gotta do. All right, come on, Inspector Boy. No, what? Why have 2 when you can have 3, baby? 3 of them things. Oh, I'm having too much fun. This reminds me of like a duel forever ago. The Memphis told me about like battling Pacifist, who had nothing but bricks, and he's smacking them with Karibos. And this is before Link's Karibos, by the way. This is like pre-Link Karibos. So it's like, you smacking your opponent with 300-point bodies over and over until they give up their will to live. That's essentially what we're doing here. My opponent clearly thinks he has something that can out my triple Jowgen board. I don't know what, but he has something, allegedly. Let's see, Earthbound Immortal. You're going to negate, you know what, whatever, I don't care. You're going to negate 1 Jowgen. You're going to summon Earthbound Prisoner. Because you have an additional normal summon, that's fine. Go ahead, attack a Jowgen. I have 2 of them. I don't even care, I'll take 100 damage. You think I'm going to waste my Solemns on this? No, I don't need to. Does it look like I need to? Because I don't. I summoned Big Brother of Jowgen. Fossils, Dragon, Dinosaur, whatever you are, Pachycephalo. Oh, you can't be beaten in battle? While there's a field spell. Ooh. That is mildly problematic. I can out that, though. It'll take me a minute, but I can out it. Okay, my opponent bites back a little bit. Whatever. Go ahead. You summoned out your Groundskeeper. What are you going to do? Set like 5 of these? No. You're very low on them at the moment, Thur. Let me take a look at this guy's graveyard real quick. He does have another one in there somewhere. This is normal summoned. So, I gotta get rid of the field spell. I don't want to risk pop just a moment. Honestly, I'm fine just sitting here for a minute until this guy, like, again, loses all hope and will to live. That I am just totally fine with. Because, like, what else can he possibly have? Like, in Perm? That's not going to do him any good. Moon Mirror Shield? Okay. No, this works perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. Pharaonic King's Protector. Pharaonic Sarcophagus, whatever the balls is called. Pharaoh's Car Sarcophagus. That's where we're going to go. Because you know what's even stronger than a lockdown? Normal summons! Because now I can just straight up send this to the graveyard. And I have a normal summon, so why not go for Barrier Statue of the Torrent? Why not? And then we'll just attack into our opponent. Alright. Because this will allow me to straight up send this to the graveyard. So, screw you and your indestructibility. I have a Monkey Man. And sometimes in life, that's all you need is a Monkey Man. You just need a little bit of a Monkey Man. Little monkey boy. Oh, this duel's taking too long. I might not have time for 10 duels. I'd like to get at least 5, though. You know? Just to prove my point to all you... Well, not this guy. This guy was actually probably innocent of this, but all of you guys saying I can't play my Karibos on Master Duel, you will all see who's right and who's wrong now. But now we gotta build this deck on Master Duel, and that's gonna take all the bits I have. And more. Alright, so what do we got? Lure Darkness. Again, I can allow these things. I will not just solemn whatever. I will only solemn what is a problem. Because solemning just whatever is dumb. And I will just summon out Happy, and he's just gonna run over. Here's the thing, he can use this, and it won't matter because he surrendered. But unless this negates... it only affects monsters. This is not how that works. He couldn't have stopped it if he wanted to. So, good for duel number 3. My opponent put more fight than I thought he deserved to do, but I guess props to him for at least trying. But it was never going to be enough. Alright, duel numero 4 incoming. Alright, everybody, 4th opponent of the day. 4th victim is more of the term for it. 4th victim. We don't get to pick again. Come on, man. Where all my goated rock, paper, scissors go? Okay, regardless, opening hand is decent. I mean, I've got Necro Valley, which is like a great card going first, of course. Especially against Atlanteans, yeah. Oh, we got Deep Sea Diva. And we got a Deep Sea Diva to summon out Atlanteans. Okay, this is one of those rare times that the barrier statue is the wrong deck. See, it doesn't matter which barrier statue you pick. There's going to be some deck that can play around that barrier statue. That's the thing about them. That's kind of the problem with the Bears. You know, you'd think you could pick one and get rid of the whole format. Not quite. You know, because my opponent's playing like Caster Fenrir. Earth one doesn't help. I'm playing Torrent, so it doesn't help against Atlanteans. Wind. Maybe Wind would have been the best one. Huh. Maybe. It really just, yeah, either way. Fire wouldn't work against Snake Eyes. Dark against, like, every dark deck in the universe. Same with Light. It's a thing. You know, it just happens to be my opponent's playing Wah-Wah monsters. And that's just how it goes. So it really just depends on what we draw into. This is like that new Atlantean stuff that just came out. Can't target this card for attacks. Don't really care. Send a water monster. Send this card from the hand. This guy's summoned. Send another Atlantean from the deck to the grave. And then there's Dragoons, of course. That's doing its thing. See an enemy to bring back one of these monsters. Probably the Prince, I would imagine. Probably. I don't know. Possibly. Is this a tuner? No, it's not a tuner. Okay, I was about to say. Also, what on earth is this guy supposed to be? He looks so gangly and weird. He looks like an evil sea monkey. Looks like an evil sea monkey. And then you got weird lady in a dress, fish woman, and a couple of guys riding fish. That's what the Atlanteans are. They're just a bunch of people. In the Atlanteans, you're either a fish or you're riding a fish. There is no in between. Alright, so what does this thing do? Can't target the cards this card points to with card effects. Water monsters into the grave, activate effects. Blah, 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 blah. Abyss equip spell. Cool. And you have Abyssalacia as well. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Ooh, hello. Hello, Inspector. Let me double check you. Okay, so we would be able to use monster effects, sadly. Sad indeed. Sad indeed. Let's go ahead and activate our Necro Valley. Yeah. No graveyard. Well, he can use effects in the graveyard, but he can't, you know, he can't move these out of the graveyard anymore. Not while I have Necro Valley on the play. No, sir. Alright, so what is this guy going to do? He's got the Neptubees. He's going to use this to add another Mermail, and he's going to use the Dragoon's effect. Alright. I mean, he's still going to be able to do some stuff. Even if I had Inspector Border on the board, it wouldn't help, though. Because he already has an established thing. That's the thing that people don't understand about Inspector Border, how it works. Is that if there's a bunch of, like, extra deck stuff on the board, then both players will be able to activate monster effects up to the number of, like, different things. So, yeah, the number of monster card types, though. So he gets, like, one monster effect while this is on the board. So let's inspect that board. Let's Inspector Border. And what does this one do? Does that stop my equip spell? We'll find out in a second. If it does, well, I have outs to that. If it doesn't, well, he's... Oh. I didn't do anything. I did a whole bunch of bumpkins. Whole bunch of bumpkins. Let's see. Who do I want to destroy? I guess it doesn't really matter too much. This card is destroyed at Atlantean. They both get him something, which is the annoying part. Like, it doesn't matter which one I destroy. He's gonna get something, you know? It's annoying. I'm playing Trolls, and I don't want no monsters doing no effects. It's not okay. Stop doing it. Stop it. Alright, so we'll attack it in Neptubees, depending on what this is. We'll find out. I'll still beat over this guy. He will get to use its effect, and he'll add another monster, but he's gonna have to hope and pray. He only gets one monster effect per turn, so that's one thing that's good. He gets one whole effect, and that's it. Alright, so let's go into main phase 2. I will deck thin a smidge, just in case. Let's discard the Gravekeeper's Commander. See what happens. Get ourselves another Necro. That way, if I need to, like, put this face down, that's also a thing if I want to get the Horuses on the board. That's kind of why we let play 2 Necro Valleys, is in case I need to put one face down and, you know, get monsters from grave and then play it again. Really screw with my opponents really hard. Alright. Now the big question. He gets one monster effect. Can he out my boy? Strip this card from the hand in an Atlantean from the hand. Take a fish. Do a thing. Cool. The only effect you're getting while this boy's on the board, so I hope it's worth it. This is the send the graveyard anybody watch something at level 4 lower mana from the deck, blah blah blah. Normally that would be pretty good. Normally this would be pretty good. This card makes a second attack. Yeah, that doesn't work either. Sorry, fish boy. You're gonna have to work a little harder than that. You had your one effect. I gave you one. Everyone gets one effect. But unfortunately for you, that's what you're getting. Unless this isn't... I mean, if this wasn't Perm, he would have played it. Because then he would have been able to do his combo. So, it can't be impermanence. Can't be anything like that. So what is it, is the question. Good question, good question. Good question, indeed. Alrighty. So what does this do? Does it even matter? It's a tuner. It is a tuner. That is 10 stars. He could synchro summon and bring out another monster effect. But that would just give me an opportunity to use Dogmatic Punishment. Yether. Alright, so what does this guy do again? This card would be sort of card effect. Banish a card from your grave instead. If a card is banished, do a thing. I will activate Dogmatic Punishment on the Abyssalacia. See where this goes. Because this guy can protect himself, but he can't protect this lady. No, she gone. If I get my way, she is just gone-ski. She gone forever. Get out of here. Don't want to see it. Let's go ahead and ditch and tiss. And because it's a new synchro, I can now get another monster effect going. Therefore, we'll see what this face down is. Cross out Designator. Okay, that makes more sense as why I didn't play it earlier. Okay. Okay, well, at least it's gone. I mean, I don't think me and my opponent have any cards similar to each other in the deck, but, you know, that's cool. That's cool. Go ahead. What are you going to say? Call by the Grave? I'm not even playing that card today. Don't even need it. Alright, so now that is gone. Let's see. Yeah, because now there's no effects you can play, my dude. Alright, oh yeah, activate Pod Desires, let him banish my stuff. No. No, tempting, but no. It would be hilarious to do that, but no. Alrighty, so now that's all said and done, let's go ahead. Pod Desires, turn. Give me the big chinned card that I doth yearn. I see, Imseti. Oh wait, I got rid of my one copy of the sarcophagus, didn't I? No? No? Alright, I can't use my own effects as Inspector Border at the moment. Okay, that's not a problem. I can always do something about that later. Doesn't matter too much. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, that does be one issue with this particular combo. Sometimes Border gets a little... That's why we're only playing 2 Borders. He's really good when your board is established already. Gets a little rough when you need to do other things sometimes. Alright, let's draw more cards, because I don't need an extra deck. Who needs an extra deck? I have 1 deck, and that's plenty. Let's see. Banish all the guys I have in here for Waking the Dragon, because I don't need them right now. Let's see. Not exactly the guys I wanted. I could get Shifter, Tribute Summon. For some snark, just to edge the duel a little faster, that's what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. We're going to summon out Apostle Pachycephalo. And we're going to attack it, whatever this thing is. Get rid of Furos. Get out of here, you jellyfish son of a gun. I don't care how cute you are. I don't care. I don't even need to do damage. I don't need to do lots of damage. My basic plan here is to try to... Well, that was the main plan, is to get my opponent to rage quit. My other plan was for him to, like, attack Pachycephalo, and then that opens up for me to do damage. Tribute the Border for my Shifter. Go for the Horus line. Do that whole shit, that shiki-diggy, that sort of thing. And that was the plan, just to get some damage on the board. I know we're trying to lock him out, but we already did that for like 7 turns, so I figured let's go for damage. So that's good for duel number 4. I'd say we're trolling people pretty damn hard. We're trolling people pretty damn hard. I want to go all day. Let's go for another one that might be the last one, depending on how fast it is. If my last couple of opponents have actually been putting up a bit of a struggle, so we'll see how this last duel goes. Alright, everybody, our 5th duel of the day, which might be the last one. Maybe we'll do one more. Depends on how fast this goes. You know how it goes. We're back to 4. We're going first, and that's great. Opening hand is superb. Alright, I can live with this hand. Let's go ahead and start with our boy Jowgen. He's back on the board. They haven't had enough Jowgen. We need more Jowgen. We need all the Jowgen in the world. And we'll go ahead and set our storming, and pretty simple start. Pretty simple start, but it's a start that can lead to big old things. Especially if I get like my Morganite and I start drawing all the cards in the world. That'd be pretty nice. That'd be pretty nice. It feels nice sometimes. You know, just, you know, forget about fair play. Just troll your opponent. Just troll them. Even the people who don't deserve it. Sometimes you gotta troll them a little bit. Just a little bit. Every once in a while. That's what we're going to be doing. That's what we're doing today. That's what we've been doing. That's what we're going to keep doing. I just wish Yu-Gi-Oh! Wasn't like this some days where the whole plan is to stop your opponent from playing the game. It all started with Gravity Bind. If only that card had never come. Well, that in level play of Area B, but, you know, Gravity Bind was the big one. That was the big one. So, you know, every once in a while, just troll people. Like this, or if you want to troll them any other way. There's tons of ways you can troll people in this game. Just summon out crazy boss monsters, or go for weird combos, or what have you, mate. Today, just keeping it simple. I summon Jowgen in attack mode. He only has 200 attack points. You can easily beat over him. He's just Jowgen the Spiritualist. I don't even know what religion he follows. That's how little I know about Jowgen. We don't do things out of the duels. We don't go get coffee together. We don't go on picnics or anything like that, no. Just Jowgen. 1,300 defense. It's a lot of defense for a level 3. You know? For a guy you're normal summoning all the time, that's pretty high. Yeah. Pretty damn high. But yeah, I think my opponent's pretty much given up all life and hope. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I thought he was done for a second. I think he was just thinking. Okay. Charge of the Light Brigade. Chaos Dragons. Okay, cool. Chaos Dragons are pretty neat. Okay. I also like that he milled like all the biggest dragons in the world. The Chaos Emperor, Levianeer, and Druisworm. Oh boy, it's a Druisworm. What are we gonna do about that? I don't know. To be fair, if he'd gotten us on the board and linked it off or something, which you can't do, but if he tribute summoned the darn thing, that could have been an issue, but thankfully it was not an issue. Could have been, should have been, was never a problem. Also, my mask keeps falling off, which is not disconcerting in the least. My face is falling off. What is this guy trying to search out? Let me think. Considering the deck he's playing, considering his options, he's either trying to get Raiden or Lumina, would be my guess. Indeed, it is. That's like the most common options for that. So yeah, he's gonna get Raiden because he's trying to mill out stuff. That's the thing. This guy is trying to play his deck while I'm just sitting on this thing. Just sitting on Jowgen. You know who's a better Floodgate, in my opinion? Just for like interaction's sake, is things like Avramax with a Masquerade on it. You know, your opponent can't target it or destroy it or stuff like that. But they can still play the game. So it's like, that's all dependent on your opinions and stuff. Also, I summon out this guy. Barrier Statue of Frog. And I shall beat over your little boy. Beat over the Raiden. See, if you had an Honest... Okay, would that Honest have helped? No. I think Honest would have helped if he had attacked me, if I remember the rulings right. If he had had an Honest in the hand, he could have outed Jowgen. But my opponent was too stingy to play Honest, wasn't he? Alright. I mean, in any other situation, this would be a pretty loaded graveyard with all these bells and whistles, lights. Well, what was like what? One light monster in here? Mostly dark monsters. Yeah. Not the greatest card, but he has the Chaos Witch in there, so that's something. But yeah, this is what we're trying to do. Just like, hey, I got a frog. You can beat over the frog. He only has 1,000 attack points. He doesn't even have legs. You can catch up to him easy. He can't even hop. Probably the worst frog in the world. What kind of frog can't hop, you might ask? Yeah, well, the frog that can't hop is a toad, of course. Is this guy a toad or a frog? I have no idea. It's water, so I assume it's a frog, but that could be just generalization. I don't know. But, yeah, you can attack it. Go ahead. Attack this frog. Summon a monster. Attack the frog. I want to see it. Oh, hello. He's actually going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to attack the frog. Oh, you silly person. All right. Well, know that I love you. Know that I love you for trying. All right. So where is Garura, this guy? I want to ditch Garura in this case because there's only one thing to pop, and I want to draw another card. Oh, yeah. I got two big old evenly matches in my hand for you. I gotta respect my opponents a little bit. Much as I try to troll them, I have to respect him to some degree, because despite the fact that he's locked this bad, he's still dueling. You have to respect him to a degree there. Let's just attack him with this toad that might be a frog. We'll attack him with our spiritual leader. And we'll see what else we can do. He's got plenty of life points, that's the thing. He's got tons of life points. Oh. Horus! Horus! I played that card too. We're like brothers. Except one brother's like a foot and a half taller than the other, and I'm holding your favorite toy above my head. You know, and you're like screaming, and the parents don't care. That's the kind of brothers we are right now, but I feel so much love for you. I want you to keep reaching for that toy. I want you to keep reaching for it. I love playing troll decks. I get to go full on evil mode whenever I play my troll decks, you know? You know, but I gotta be all respectful and stuff with my opponents, which I'm fine with doing that too. But every once in a while, you gotta cut loose. Just troll people. You know? And you might as well, if you're gonna be the heel, you better live the heel. You can't just pretend to be the heel. No, you gotta be the heel. You gotta be that villain. Alright, so this guy's got everything in the world, and he's got another Guiden Queen. You know what? Go ahead. Hit me. Hit me in the shin, little bro. Oh, my shin. That was my favorite shin. How could you? I'm telling Mom. God. Okay, so what else does this do? This would have done things. I mean, he could have sent Albaz or a card that mentioned it if he felt like it, but I guess he just didn't feel like it. Maybe he doesn't have anything. I don't know. I don't bloody know. He's trying so hard. I want to unmute, but I feel whenever I do these decks that if I unmute it, people are just gonna start swearing at me, and then I have to like edit that out, and that's like work. So, if you're wondering why we don't have like a string of curses here, that's why. Comment in the comments. You want me to unmute next time we troll? I would love to hear it. Please say yes. All right, what do we got? Okay. I mean, they're cards. They're cards on the board. The board has cards on it. Attack into your guiding Quem. What even is a Quem, anyway? I guess that's just her name. What kind of name is Quem, anyway? That's a weird name. It's a weird name. Alright, but yeah, we lose the evening match. Doesn't really matter. I don't think this guy's going to be able to out this. But then again, he must have something to out this. Otherwise, he would have given up, like, a while ago. Imagine the minute I actually, like, do something, he's going to rage quit. But, you know, until then, my opponent is very stoically challenging me. Get these going, because I don't need you. Get me something big. 4, 5, 6. I'm thinking Inspector Border. No. You might ask why I go for Inspector Border here. There's a good reason. One, I can set the darn thing and flip it next turn. So that's a big one. And two, I want to do damage, because right now, I'm literally just... I got a very peaceful, loving, like, spiritual man, and he's like politely asking these monsters to just go off the board, is essentially what's going on here. Oh, okay, he might actually have something here. Lightsworn Dragling, which will let him add a dragon that's big from the deck to the hand. Oh, if only you could. If only, but sadly you can't. Your dragon is so small, it looks like an ant. Sorry, little bro. But in a minute, I'm gonna ride my hoverboard right over all your, what do children play with nowadays? I don't think children actually have toys anymore. Now that I think about it, do children even play with toys? I think they all play on their phones nowadays. I'm gonna take my hoverboard and run over your charger, and then you're gonna cry. That's what you're gonna cry because you can't charge your phone no more. Okay, but you gotta respect this dude. What's your name, player? Why not just name yourself? We're the Bridge Liver. Classic name for this channel. Every time we play Troll Decks, gotta be the Bridge Liver. You ever see us on yugioh Pro? Well, that's us. More, it's me, it's Memphis, whichever one of us is playing that day. That's who it is. If you're curious, there you go. All right, well, talks aside, I'm going to flip this up now. And yes, I'll then solemn myself. That would be hilarious. It would be hilarious to do that, but at the same time, I'd like to actually, like, get the duel going. I want to put this devil on a clock now. I want to put it on a clock. You get, like, 2 more turns. Oh yeah, you have like, let's see, yeah. This turn and next turn, that's what you get. That's what you get, brother. So unless you can pick out something that can somehow out this, which I don't think you have, because you can't kaiju this. You can't special summon periods. You can't kaiju Jowgen. You could imperm him if you didn't have the sarcophagus on the board. Maybe he has like droplet. That is a thing, if he had droplet. Also, maybe he has like spear. Wait. Ooh, what if he had sphere mode? Ooh, that could be an issue. Who cares? Who cares? Even if he could summon out sphere mode, like, it's too late in the duel to make a difference. Too late. I've got Pachycephalo. I got Jowgen. I got Inspected Boulder. I got this Judgment. I got the Force. I got the Punishment. I got the Evenly Matched, which is kind of just sitting here. Little awkward. He's the awkward cousin in this conversation. You know, I'm holding the toy. Little brother's beneath me. The cousin's in the background. I don't know what the cousin's doing, but doing something. All right, Starly Safray. All right. Okay, little bro. Go ahead. I have another shin. You want to hit that one too? Go ahead. I'll hit you twice for it. Go ahead, little bro. Do it. You know you want to do it. You know you feel the need to do it. I'll allow it. That's how trolly I'm going to be right now. I'm going to say, go ahead. I decide who does damage. And I will give unto thee mercy. But there you go. Psych! No mercy for you. No mercy for you, little bro. I feel much better about how the meta's going nowadays. Let's go for the end screen. I think 5 is plenty. Alright, everybody. So, the Horus anti-meta troll deck went 5-0. Not quite the 10 that I was talking about, but that's because my opponents were growing spines, and I was going to take all day. They were being stubborn. They were being stubborn about it, and therefore it took longer than I was willing to give them. So, I could have gone for 10 wins, of course, but it would have taken me an extra, like, 20 minutes or something like that. Now, I don't got time for that stuff. I'm going on vacation. So, there you go. So, very, very straightforward deck. All you just need to do, summon out Jowgen, summon out your Pachycephalo, Inspect the Border, this frog toad thing, whatever it is, just summon them out, lock your opponent out of rampant special summons, and you just have a good time smacking them. That's how the deck works. And the Horuses didn't get to do as much as I'd like them to do today, but you get these guys are rolling, and you're able to protect your monsters, or protect your board, and it's always good to have a good old plan B just in case. So, I had a good time. Hope you all did too. If you did, don't forget to smack that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And let's see. Yeah, deck list. We'll go through the deck list, and then we'll talk about what's up next. So, for today's main deck, pretty straightforward stuff. 3 copies of Imseti, 1 of each of the other Horuses, basic Horus package here. 2 copies of Dimension Shifter, just in case you happen to be not going for the Horuses for a reason. Going second, Dimension Shifter, no grave for the opponent. 2 copies of Inspector Border, nice monster to shut down monster effects. I like to have him at 2. 3 is a bit too much, but 2 is plenty. 1 copy of Gravekeeper's Commandant as a terraforming for the deck. Why not just terraforming? Because. 3 copies of Final Dyna Pachycephalo as our main sort of monster for shutting down special summons. We have 3 copies of Barrier Statue of the Torn, who can be any barrier statue you want, really. Any barrier statue can fit in here. Depends on the format you're going into and what you expect to see. 3 copies of Jowgen the Spiritualist, as basically he's just like Pachycephalo, but he can also discard cards to destroy special summon monsters if your opponent already has an established board, so that's a thing. 2 copies of Time Tearing Morganite. Really nice spell because it lets you get more draws. I find 2 is plenty. 3 is a bit much. It's a bit of a crowd. 2 is a pair, and it's all good. 1 copy each of Pot of Desires, the Card of Demise, and the Pot of Prosperity, because drawing is always good in this deck. You don't need the whole deck, you just need the cards you need. So, these all are very good for various reasons. And then we have 1 copy of the King Sarcophagus. I was originally planning to do 3, but that got too bricky. 2 felt weird. You really only need 1 of the darn things. As long as you search it out, you're just fine. That's all you need. 2 Moon Mirror Shield to protect any of your floodgating monsters from being beaten over in battle, which is like a serious weakness to this deck at sometimes. Your opponent can just beat over these things. But with the Moon Mirror Shield, that's not a problem. 2 copies of Necro Valley to completely shut down your opponent's graveyard shenanigans. It might not stop the effects in the graveyard, but it does stop your opponent from summoning things back from the grave, recovering cards from the grave, screwing with the effects of stuff, the monsters that are in the grave. That's what it's going to do. It stops Zombie World. It stops Zombie World. So I don't know what else to tell you. 2 copies of Storming Mirror Force, because again, battle is a bit of an issue with here. So having something to stop battle phase is always a good idea. 2 copies Evenly Matched in case you happen to be going second for whatever reason. 3 copies of Dogmatic Punishment because it allows you to punish your opponent trying to beat into your monsters. And by ditching the Tis, it gives you a pop of a monster and a spell trap or other monster. 3 Solemn Johnsons, of course, because just in case your opponent tries to imperm you or something like that, always good to have a Solemn Johnson, okay? As for the extra deck, it really doesn't matter too much because unless you're playing the Waking the Dragon tech in this deck to guard against any back row removal, then the most of the extra doesn't matter. The only things that really matter are things like Lancelot, Dingirzu, number 38, things that are rank 8 that can protect your board or what have you. 38 protection from 1 spell per turn, and redirects attacks unto himself to protect your little boys. Dingirzu can prevent a field nuke. Sanafon can stop your opponent from using graveyard shenanigans. Again, it's like Necro Valley. And then Lancelot just has an Omni Negate. Now, it's a tricky one to use in the deck. It depends on what sort of setup you already have. So, yeah, it depends on what you got, but Lancelot's pretty nice. Other than that, things like Meteorologic Aggregator to negate stuff once you ditch him with Dogmatic Punishment. 3 copies of Intis for the punishment for that double pop. And then there's like generic things like Garura to give you an extra draw. Saryush as like a... Well, he's really just a pot target, really. He's really more of a pot target. And these other fusions, things like Dragoon, Starving, Phoenix Enforcer, Last Warrior, those are all part of the Waking the Dragon tech. Now, as for the side deck techs, I mean, we do have things like Ecclesia the Virtuous, the whole Dogmatica package, Nadir's Servant. It's already playing Dogmatic Punishment, and there's some strength to the Dogmatica bunch, especially with this spell, the Decisive Battle of Gugunda, because it can protect yourself from a field nuke. So combining that with the other Dogmatica cards for a little consistency, not a bad idea. We just went with a different package this time around, so that's another option there. We have things like Mud Dragon and Magistus, and we happen to be going for our Super Poly Tech card. We have things like Pot of Extravagance, because we don't need to summon from the extra deck that much. So an extra draw or 2 is also always good. There's another Morganite. I don't really like to have the other Morganite, but you're welcome to it. So Ravis is in here if you find you don't need Dimension Shifter, but you do need protection from imperms, because this can be used to protect your monsters from being impermed. Waking the Dragon is in here if your opponent's playing like lots of back row field nuking. They got Lightning Storm, they got Harpy's Feather Dust, or what have you. Nice card to just screw your opponent over. Mind you, it doesn't work if, one of your floodgates is on the board. It's more of a spicy tech card in case things don't go your way. So I would not run more than one of this card in the deck, but it is something to really screw with your opponent. There's also things like Metaverse, just cheat out your field spell. If you happen to be needing your field spell on the board really, really quick, your opponent blows up your original Necrophilic, get the other one, that sort of thing. And then there's just general thing like Solemn Strike and Warning to negate various things. So, that's the deck, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Next time, Spooky Memphis is going to be by, and he's playing Mimigools. And I got some, we got some nasty little texts we're going to throw in there. We got to make Spooky Memphis a little meaner. He's way too nice for his own good. So, we're going to have him troll people too. He just doesn't know it yet. So, thank you very much for watching. Your boy Memphis Alter signing off. Until next time, everybody, y'all stay safe and happy. You have a wonderful day. Take care. Till next time. Peace.